order to make a successful product video that actually gets sales on TikTok, it's important to first make sure that you're creating videos on products that people actually want to buy, because this is where everything starts. If you get this part wrong, nothing else you do after this really matters. The best video in the world showcasing a mediocre product that nobody wants. It won't get any sales, no matter how good your editing is, no matter how strong your hook is, no matter how much effort you put into it. If people don't want the product, they are not going to buy it. And that's the harsh reality most beginners don't realize. But on the other hand, a mediocre video showcasing a hot-selling product that is in demand right now, well, that'll probably get a ton of sales. Simply because you've nailed the most important thing, the product. And this is the part that most beginners completely overlook. They spend hours trying to improve their videos, thinking the problem is the hook, the captions, the editing, the transitions, when in reality, the problem is usually the product they chose. And once you understand that, everything starts to make more sense, because you're no longer trying to force something to work. You're aligning yourself with what is already working. That's why the first step before ever creating any video for TikTok Shop as an affiliate is crucial. And this step alone can save you weeks, sometimes even months of wasted effort. Because instead of testing bad products, you're starting with something that already has proof behind it, right? And that first step is identifying a high-demand product, a product that people are already buying, a product that already has traction, a product that has proven itself in the market, not something you think might work, not something that just looks good, something that is already generating sales right now. So my go-to software to identify products like this is Kalodata. It is great. It really streamlines everything and puts it into a database where it's searchable. So, instead of guessing, instead of scrolling TikTok for hours, trying to find products manually, you can see everything in one place. It presents the information to you in an easy-to-understand format, easy to read, easy to analyze, and more importantly, it removes the guesswork completely. Because everything you are seeing is backed by data. It has everything that you're going to need to find a hot-selling product that's selling right now and doing well in your niche, regardless of what that niche is. And this is important, because a lot of people get stuck trying to pick the perfect niche. But the reality is, you don't need the perfect niche. You just need to find demand within a niche. And there is demand in almost every niche, if you know where to look. Right. To give you an overview, there are several ways that you can use this. So if you're into live streaming, you can go to the live streaming tab and see what's currently working, what products are converting, what people are buying in real time. And that alone can give you a massive advantage. If you want to do videos, same thing. You can go to the video tab and analyze what type of videos are driving sales, what formats are working, what angles are working, what hooks are grabbing attention. And this gives you ideas, not just for products, but also for content. Now, personally, I like to go to the category tab because this is one of the best places to start, especially if you're a beginner, because it gives you a full breakdown of what niches are performing well and where the money is going. So when you open this, you can instantly see which niches are generating the most revenue. And this is powerful because you're not guessing where demand is, you're seeing it directly. But here's something important. Just because a niche is at the top does not mean you should start there, because those niches are extremely competitive. And while competition is a good sign, because it means there is money there, it also means it's harder to stand out. So instead, you want to go slightly lower. Find a niche that still has strong demand, but less competition, because that's where the opportunity is. That's where you can get results faster. So once you choose a niche, you click into it, and now you can see the top-selling products. And this is where things get interesting, because now you are looking at real data, real revenue, real performance, not guesses, not assumptions, and this is where most people rush. And that's a mistake, because this is the part that actually makes you money. So slow this part down. Now, the first thing you want to look at is the trend, not just total revenue, because a product can look amazing at first glance. But when you zoom out, you might see that it had one spike, and now it's declining. And that is a major red flag, because it means demand is fading. Maybe it was a trend. Maybe it got saturated. Maybe people have already bought it. So what you want to see instead is consistency. Sales over 30 days, 90 days, even 180 days. If it's steady, that's a strong product. Now, the second thing you want to look at is the creators. This is one of the most important indicators because it shows you if the opportunity is real. So ask yourself, are multiple creators making money, or is it just one person dominating? Because if it's only one, that's risky. But if you see lots of creators all making money, That's a great sign, because it means you can replicate it. Now, the third thing is price. A lot of people think they need to go as cheap as possible, but that's not how TikTok works. You're not competing like Amazon. You're selling through content, through attention, through how the product is presented. So what matters more is how well the product is demonstrated, how clearly it solves a problem, and how appealing it looks on video. And typically, products in that 20 to 50 range work really well because they are affordable, but still give you decent commission. Another thing that I think is really important here is understanding that not every hot product is automatically a good product for you to sell. And this is where people get confused because they see something with big revenue and they assume that means they should jump on it immediately. But you still have to look deeper. You still have to ask, is this product easy to demonstrate on camera? Is it easy to explain in a short video? Does it have an obvious benefit? Does it solve a clear problem? Does it have a wow factor when somebody sees it for the first time? Because some products sell really well, but they are not great products for content. They are not easy to showcase. They are not visually interesting. And if a product is hard to demonstrate, then it becomes harder to sell with short-form video. So ideally, you want products that are both in demand and easy to market through content. And this is why some niches work so well on TikTok, because the products naturally lend themselves to video. Kitchen gadgets are a great example because you can show them being used, you can show a before and after, you can show the problem, then show the product solving it. And that kind of content is naturally engaging. Fitness products can work well for the same reason. Beauty products as well. Anything where the result is easy to see. Anything where the value is obvious very quickly. Those products tend to do much better in short videos because people instantly understand why they might want it. And that matters a lot because attention on TikTok is short. You only have a few seconds. So if somebody has to think too hard about the product, or if the benefit is not obvious, you lose them. And that is why product selection matters even more than most people realize. You're not just picking something that sells. You're picking something that sells and is easy to sell again with content. And that is a huge difference. Another thing I would pay attention to is whether the product has room for multiple angles, because if you can only make one type of video on it, that can be limiting. But if the product gives you lots of different ways to talk about it, that becomes much more powerful. For example, you might be able to make one video focused on the problem, another video focused on the benefit, another video focused on convenience, another video focused on price, another video comparing before and after, another video reacting to other people using it. And when a product gives you that many angles, it becomes much easier to stay consistent because you are not running out of ideas after 2 or 3 posts. And consistency matters a lot here because most people are not going to hit a winner with the very first video. Sometimes you need a few attempts. Sometimes you need to test different hooks. Sometimes you need to show the same product in a different way. And if the product gives you flexibility, that makes the entire process easier. Now, another thing a lot of people overlook is the difference between a product that gets attention and a product that actually gets sales, because those are not always the same thing. Some products are very scroll-stopping. People watch them, people comment on them, people might even like the video, but they still do not buy. And that is why you have to separate views from conversions. A product can get a lot of attention, but if it does not convert, it is not a winning product for you. So when you are looking at the data, don't just get excited by popularity. Look at what is actually generating revenue. Look at what is actually moving units. Look at what has consistent sales behind it. Because that is what you care about. Sales, not just views. And this is another reason why using a tool like Kalodata is so useful, because it helps you see the business side of what is happening, not just the entertainment side. A lot of people spend too much time consuming TikTok as viewers and not enough time analyzing it as marketers. But when you make that shift, you start looking at everything differently. You stop asking, what video do I want to make? And you start asking, what product is already proving itself in the market? What type of content is already converting? Where is the demand? Where is the opportunity? And that is the mindset that puts you in a much stronger position. Another thing to keep in mind is that timing matters, even with a good product, because some products are seasonal. Some products spike at certain times, then cool off. And if you understand that, you can make better decisions. For example, fitness products often do really well around certain times of year. Beauty and gifting products can have strong periods. Home and organization products can trend for certain reasons. And when you combine product data with a little bit of common sense around timing, you get even better results. Because now, you are not just picking a product that sells, you are picking a product that sells at the right moment. And that gives you an even bigger advantage. Another smart thing to do is study the top videos that are already selling the product. Not to copy them exactly, but to understand the angle. What are they opening with? What problem are they focusing on? What are they showing first? How quickly do they get to the point? What objection are they removing? What is making people buy? Because if multiple top videos are all doing something similar, that usually tells you something. It tells you what part of the product people care about most. And once you know that, you can make better videos yourself. Maybe the product is selling because it saves time. Maybe it's selling because it saves money. Maybe it makes something easier. Maybe people are frustrated with the old way of doing things. Whatever it is, that is the message you want to lean into. Because when you understand the reason behind the sales, your content gets much stronger. Another thing beginners do is they pick products that they cannot explain properly. And this is a mistake, because if you do not understand why a person would buy the product, how are you going to convince them in a video? So before you ever decide to push a product, ask yourself, can I clearly explain this in one sentence? Can I show why this matters in the first few seconds? Can I make 3 to 5 different content angles for this product? If the answer is yes, that is a much stronger sign. And if the answer is no, it might not be the right product, even if the numbers look good. Because the goal here is not just to find products with demand. The goal is to find products that you can realistically turn into content that sells. And when you start thinking like that, your choices get better, your content gets better, and your results get better. So really, what you are trying to do here is stack as many advantages in your favor as possible. Pick a product with demand. Pick a product with stable sales. Pick a product with multiple creators succeeding. Pick a product that is easy to demonstrate. Pick a product with multiple content angles. Pick a product that is easy for people to understand quickly. And once you do that, you're making this much easier on yourself, because now you are not relying on luck. You are relying on probability. And that is how you start approaching TikTok Shop as an affiliate like a real business, not just a random side hustle that you hope works one day. Now here's something that most people don't do. And this alone can give you a big advantage. Don't just pick one product, build a short list. 3, 5, even 10 products. Because this is a numbers game. You don't need one perfect product. You need multiple chances to win, and this is where most people fail. They try one product, it doesn't work immediately, and they quit. But that's not how this works. You need to test. You need to learn. You need to improve. And over time, you will find something that works. Now, another thing I recommend, don't just stay on page 1, because everyone else is looking there. Go deeper. Page 2, page 3. That's where hidden opportunities are. Less competition, still strong demand, and this can give you a serious edge. So once you find a product that ticks all the boxes, consistent sales, multiple creators doing well, good price point, easy to explain, easy to demonstrate, and flexible enough to create several videos around, then it becomes simple. You add it to your TikTok Shop showcase and you start making content. And the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to improve every video slightly better than the last, because that is what separates people who succeed from people who quit. Consistency and iteration. And one final thing, don't expect perfect results immediately, because even when you use the right data, you still need reps. You still need practice, you still need experience making videos that convert, but when you start with the right product, you give yourself a much better chance. And that is really the whole goal here. Not to guarantee that every single video works, but to put yourself in the strongest possible position every time you post, because over time, that consistency, combined with better product selection, is what creates results. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this: stop guessing, start using data, because once you do that, you're no longer hoping something works. You're following what already does, and that is how people are making money with TikTok Shop as an affiliate right now. So if you want more ways to make money online with AI and TikTok, make sure you subscribe.